So residents, the first step was creating a survey. Now the survey is online now. It's been online for over a month now. It will be online until March 23rd. So if you see this video before that and you haven't taken the survey, please do. If you haven't, that's fine. We're taking input throughout the process, and many of the terms and type of architecture here will be featured throughout this process, so it's good to understand. So we're looking at design features within the survey, building setbacks, so how far it's set back from the street, the building height, the location and configuration and parking. Would you prefer to see the parking within the building or underground? How you would like to see the building screened, landscaping, building articulation and relationship to neighboring structures. Building articulation, what that means is how the building is articulated from a three-dimensional standpoint. One example, horizontal articulation, is a bay window. That breaks up the monotony of a flat surface. Pitched roofs at different angles are examples of vertical integration, and there's much more. You could pause the slide here if you wanted to see additional examples. So different types of homes that we're going to look into, different types of housing developments. The first is mixed-use development. So this is where you have ground floor shops, ground floor commercial, and usually have residential above. This is going to be a key type of housing that's built in Brisbane and throughout the state of California. The second is attached single-family homes, also known as townhomes. So these still are relatively low scale, but they are a little bit more dense than single-family detached homes. Multifamily housing, this is starting to get a little bit denser. Sometimes you still do have ground floor commercial. Sometimes the bottom floor is an entryway to the apartments. And then, of course, detached single-family homes on ridge lines. Now, just to note, there's not a ton of these homes within Brisbane. There's actually a total of 16 privately held lots. 5 of those have already been constructed and gone through, or at least gone through, the design review process. So there's only 11 remaining. But these are visible and they're difficult to build on, so they do go through a discretionary design review process, and they're subject to these new amendments.